Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. All day, dog. He's crashing.
Now the Georgia Southern man is Matt Breida. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Two.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Here we go. 180. Hey. Check, nickel. Check. Hey, alert. Smash.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the 49er first down.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Breida. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
I got this. Lock. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Right back to him on first down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Here we go. Right there. 54, right there.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, I'm coming.
Here's Wilson to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. Carson. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Ready? Switch. Check.
Wilson. They'll roll him out right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. D Ford in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Hey, Hero.
Now Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Watch out.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up. Let's go, Pete. Tighten up. 21. Check 3. Mike 50. Mike 54. Flag. I got you.
Now a give running left is Breida. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. Like 20. 65, 65. All day, every day, any day. 11. Check 49. I got you. White. Joker.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here we go. 180! 54. Me and you all day. Lock! Big ass. Right there. 54, right there. 11. All day.
From the 27, Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks 49-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He'll try and run it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 47-yard line.
I'll go special. Single. Good touch.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a fourth down situation. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. He's got Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. This is caught. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
On the screen, this is Coleman. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Switch. 12, fellas, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Check me out. Jim. Wide, get wide.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
56 is the mic. Hey, I'm coming after you.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Is a turnover
Here we go. Wait, 54 miles. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. 21. Shit. Watch the twist.
Here's Mostert. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hey, gun. 65.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here we go.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Let's get off the field. Hey, 0.
On first down, Procise. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On second and 9, Wilson flush to his right. It's Carr, block it. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Matchbox light. Shit. Check 26. Check 26. Two.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80. 12. Here we go. Check safety. Hey, high 7.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
36. 21.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
First down, 49ers.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. Bravo.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go, boys.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
21. Hey, Echo. Yeah. 57 to Mike. 57.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, gun. Hey, alert. Mike, 57. Pick it up.
He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
21. Here we go.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
1, Omaha. Hey, exit. I got him. Hey, check.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were moving the ball well early in the drive, but now it's 4th down. 3 straight incompletions all of a sudden could be their final play.
And with that type of pressure, how are they going to handle it? What do you call in this situation? Personally, I got to get the ball to my best player with the play he likes to run best.
Go.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 28 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Wilson to throw. Rolling to his right. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Watch that. We got double up.
Well, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
On first down, it's Carson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So that'll back them up 5. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.